I'm Adora.
And I'm Liliana.
And this is the Dream Big 2021 News Special. We want to first remind you that Dream Big is happening from now until 4 p.m. at Durham Central Park. This is a safe drive-through celebration. Stop by and donate a children's book or two and receive bags with books to take home and keep forever.
We begin our broadcast today with an exclusive interview with Book Harvest Ginger Young. Ginger, thanks for being here. I know the Dream Big 2021 is happening right now. Tell us about that.
Thank you so much for asking. This is my favorite day of the year. Today, right now, down at Durham Central Park, we are having a giant celebration of kids and books. This is our 10th year running the Dream Big Book Drive and Community Celebration at Book Harvest. And although it looks a lot different this year, it is just as joyful and exciting as ever. So we started this thing in 2012, not really fully realizing that there was an opportunity to seize this day of service, Dr. King's birthday, to help bring the power of stories and books to every child and have our whole community step in to be a part of the celebration. Anybody who has books to donate, bring them to us at Durham Central Park this afternoon between noon and 4. We'll have safe mascots and volunteers ready to pop your trunk and get them out and receive them, and those books will end up in the hands and homes of local children. You can also pick up books for your kids at Dream Big. This is one big book sharing opportunity and celebration all afternoon. You will have so many fun things happen if you show up down there, and we would love to have you be a part of the magic.
Tell us why you thought it was important to launch Book Harvest a decade ago.
I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, reading was my most important touchstone for support, love, imagination, creativity, feeling okay. I would take a flashlight to bed every night and I would read Harriet the Spy, Pippi Longstocking Under the Covers. I related to those two characters really strongly. I was very shy as a kid, but Pippi gave me a bit of body armor when I went off on the playground the next day. So I knew how important reading was to me as a child, as a way of coping and of just unlocking vocabulary and imagination. And when my own kids were getting a little bit older, it really bothered me to think that not every child had access to books the way I did. And so the giant experiment of Book Harvest was born in 2011. We began providing books to kids in our community then and receiving book donations from kids in our community at the same time. And it has been a whirlwind of a wild ride since then, where everybody in our community is a part of the answer to this problem, that not every child has access to books. In my world, every child has a bedside table stacked with books and bedtime stories. And fortunately, it's worked. We've now provided more than 1.4 million books to kids in our community. We have so many partners who help us with this work every day. Anybody who's a Dream Big sponsor has chosen to invest in our kids and their bright futures. Kids who have run book drives, kids who have donated the books that they love dearly so that other kids can enjoy them too. I am just blown away by all the superheroes in our community who believe that kids and books together makes a fantastic combination.
Hi everybody, my name is Judy Newman. I'm the president and reader-in-chief of Scholastic Book Clubs. And I'm here today with a special friend, you know this guy, Clifford the Big Red Dog. And we wanted to be here today to send a very special message to Ginger and Isabel and everybody at Book Harvest to say how excited and thrilled we are to be partnering with you on the amazing work that you do. And so on behalf of all my colleagues at Scholastic and of course Clifford, we wanted to write a little song to kind of express our appreciation and our joy for everything that you guys do at Book Harvest.
10 whole years of Book Harvest? This calls for a celebration. Happy birthday, happy reading, 10 whole years of achieving. First you find the books, then you give them to the kids. Reading is the way and you help them dream big. Happy birthday, happy reading, whoa, 10 whole years of believing. Books build brains and look what you did. You gave a bunch away and you helped them dream big. Book Harvest and Scholastic. This partnership is fantastic. With reading, we're enthusiastic. We gotta work those brains like gymnastics.
Pump it up.
Get them reading at birth to give the kids a jump. You give all type of books for the kids to read. What a big help to your community. Happy birthday, happy reading. 10 whole years of achieving. First you find the books, then you give them to the kids. Reading is the way, and you help them dream big. Happy birthday, happy reading. 10 whole years of believing. Books build brains, and look what you did. You gave a bunch away, and you helped them dream big. We here at Scholastic love working with Book Harvest, so we want to wish you the happiest 10th anniversary. Hope you enjoyed this song. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Say goodbye, Clifford.
Adora, I'm curious, what's your favorite book these days?
I really like this biography of Alexander Hamilton. It's amazing. How about you?
I like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Deep End. That one just gets me every time. Our reporter, Christian, recently took to the streets to ask fellow Durham kids for one or two words that spring to mind when they think about their favorite book.
Hi, I'm Christian reporting live outside of Book Harvest. I'm going to talk to some kids about reading. Let's hear what they have to say. We're doing a report on the magic of reading. What words come to your mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
Imagination and silliness. What I like reading about my favorite book is that it's very, I could say this about 100 times, but just to make it shorter, 100 very funny.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book is the Calvin and Hobbes series.
Awesome. What words come to your mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
Funny and excited.
What is your favorite book?
Cat in the Hat.
What words pop into your mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
I think about imagination and relaxation.
Where's your favorite place to read?
My bed or the couch.
What's your favorite book?
Warriors: A Vision of Shadows. It's got action, adventure, and it's got a bit of a mystery. But I always want to read more because I love the book.
What words come to your mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
Jurassic World.
When I think about reading my favorite book, I think about excitement and leaving reality and going into my imagination.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book is Seraphina and the Black Cloak. Reading in the morning is exciting because when I wake up, it's like it wakes me up and it gives me like energy. That way I can make it through the rest of the day.
What words come to mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
It feels really good. And Yemi likes reading Shel Silverstein poems.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What words pop into your mind when you think about reading your favorite book?
Probably fun and relaxation.
What is your favorite book?
I have a lot of favorite books. Where the Red Fern Grows. The Martian I thought was really good. I read that one with my dad. Save Me a Seat was really good. Crossover and Rebound by Kwame Alexander are amazing. The Playbook also by Kwame Alexander is also pretty good. Yeah, those would be it, I think.
What do you love most about reading?
What I love most about reading is being able to imagine all my characters and the setting and being able to be in the book. Can I ask you, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book is Piggy and Elephant.
How about favorite author, if you have one?
Mo Willems?
Oh, he's amazing. Those were some of my favorite books when I was little.
Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm here today with Anna of Hendrick Subaru, a sponsor of Dream Big 2021.
Hi, Annie. Thanks for having me.
Why does Hendrick Subaru support Dream Big every year and Book Harvest, which is now celebrating 10 years in our community?
I think Book Harvest does a unique thing with the community. They actually start a child off with a book at a very young age, and they continue that through their lives. So it creates reading, it creates growth, it promotes continuing education, it creates leaders as yourself, allows you to blossom. It gets rid of some of the social inequities. It's a good cause, and I think that it's a platform that's strong and it's promising in our community. So we're proud to sponsor Book Harvest.
I imagine you're an avid reader yourself. Do you have a favorite genre?
What I do like is a good suspense novel, something that keeps you on the edge of your seat, something that keeps the excitement going, and you just can't wait to turn the page to find out if you're on the right path.
Thank you again for your time today, Anna, and for all that you do for the community. And thank you for supporting Book Harvest and Dream Big 2021.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Este libro se llama Los Pollitos. The Little Chickies Squeal. Pío, pío, pío. Yay!
But that's going with the cookie. Hey, how did you get that cookie?
Pete the cat goes camping. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so they can make a fire later. Wow, I know Bigfoot.
Mr. and Mrs. Brown had one child. They called him Leroy. And so did his teachers. Everyone else in Idaho called him Encyclopedia.
I know how to read like some words. Go, dog, go. Hello.
Sound that up.
Hello. Walrus. Sorry.
Goodbye again. Goodbye.
I don't like her hat. I think that this guy has a better hat.
La cocina está cerca de la puerta.
Chapter 1. You may fire when ready. And finally just got his chance. This is the Louis Willis Slicer.
My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own.
And 2 puffs like a superhero.
Yeah, just like you.
You're my little cuddle bug. You're my little ladybug. You brighten up my day.
Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it.
Do you do that?
Yes.
I am Malala. I was a girl in a land where rifles and fires in celebration of a son, where daughters are hidden away behind a curtain. He told people, I know that there is something different about this child. I think a good book makes me feel very informed and something that I can get outside of like a classroom.
It teaches me new stuff I've never known before.
A good book makes me feel lost into it.
What do you see, little bee? What's that little girl? Should we find her? There she is. Good job. Let's turn the page. What's next?
There was a little girl waiting. A strong, smart, wonderful, magical little girl. I just love unicorns. That's why I have a unicorn shirt and a mask. My favorite person to read with is my mom and dad.
My favorite reading buddy is my mom.
My favorite reading buddy is my brother.
I like to read to her. I just look forward to my time that I spend with her.
She will bring them to me and say, that little girl looks just like me, right?
Sophie Washington, Queen of the Bee. In fairy tales, everyone's wish comes true. I like books about girl power. I like to read sometimes to him, but sometimes he doesn't let me. Why is there a doggy riding a bike? Thanks.
We're all done.
We're done yet?
We're done. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aaron Wellborn with Duke University Libraries, and I'm here with my daughter Lydia. We are proud supporters of Book Harvest Dream Big because we believe every child deserves to grow up surrounded by books, and maybe even a flashlight to read under the covers at night. Our community is better because of the work Book Harvest does, and they depend on generous supporters like you. So please, keep those book donations coming.
Dad, can we please donate my favorite book, Dory Phantasmagoria?
Absolutely, that's a great idea. Thank you so much for your support.
And now, let's check in with Morgan, who spoke with another of Dream Big's fabulous sponsors.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and I'm here with Ricky, a written word media, a sponsor of Dream Big 2021. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Morgan.
My first question is, why do you think it's important to support Dream Big as well as Book Harvest's overall mission?
Great question. At Written Word Media, we believe that books are a force for good. And when we started the company, we felt very strongly that we wanted to partner with a local nonprofit that was embodying this belief. Book Harvest has been that organization and more. Reading and having access to information is a fundamental right, and Book Harvest is championing that right for our local community, and their impact is being felt both here and beyond. It's been really a thrill and a pleasure to work with the Book Harvest team. They really inspire us on a daily basis.
That's amazing. My second question is, give us an overview of what your company does.
Sure. So in a nutshell, Written Word Media helps to connect readers and authors. We have over 1 million readers across the different platforms on the web, and we provide personalized book recommendations to those readers. We work with authors, debut authors, new authors, independent authors, and publishers to get their books out to that audience. So you can think of us as a discovery connector for people who love to read and people who love to write.
That's really cool. Well, thank you for being here, Ricky, for your time today, and thank you for supporting Book Harvest and Dream Big 2021.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Morgan.
I'm Buddy. And I'm Thomas.
I'm Thomas.
You're not Thomas.
I'm Brenda.
We're with Cardinal, and we take great pride in being sponsors of Book Harvest's Dream Big 2021. And we know that lives are made richer with characters like Clifford, Paddington, and the very hungry caterpillar.
When I'm not reading financial plans or insurance policies, I'm reading the Lorax with Rinley.
Lorax. I'm in the Lorax with Daddy.
In a couple years, he'll be ready for the complete Cardinal Guide to Living For and Planning in Retirement, workbook, navigating Social Security and Medicare, and...
Do no pictures.
In a few years, he might be ready. In a few decades, he might be interested.
Well, until then, let's just get excited for Book Harvest, and let's
keep dreaming big.
In 10 years, Book Harvest has made huge strides toward making sure all kids in our community have books on their shelves. To put this progress into numbers, let's head over to Jonah at the big board.
Let's run through the numbers. 1,414,542 books. That is the number of books Book Harvest has distributed since it was founded 10 years ago, and the number is climbing every day. 5,685.5 volunteer hours were logged in 2020. This work would not be possible without our volunteers. 94. That's the number of book drives that are happening as part of Dream Big. This just in. The number of book drives is expected to go up even more. 4. That's how many hours our Dream Big event runs. You still have till 4 p.m. to get to Durham Central Park for our drive-through event. 1. The number of people needed to make a difference. Just one person. I know this isn't a number, but go to Book Harvest's website to get involved.
It reminds me of increasing the curiosity of children and the adventure of being a child and the wonder of being a child.
My favorite childhood book is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And as an adult, I continue to enjoy that book as much as I did when I was a child.
Why do I like him so much? Because he is fun. Fun to listen to, fun to read aloud. He plays with words, which has enormous appeal for me. Yet many of his books use very simple vocabulary designed for learning readers. His images are clever, imaginative, with a very unique style. And the titles bring back to me delightful memories of sharing them with my children.
It had an influence on me because of its sweet and maybe its romance. I was not woke then, so I can't say I had any sense of its historical significance, but that was the book I loved.
Reading's had an enormous impact on my life, and
I think it's one of the best ways to learn about the world.
The book I remember so well from my childhood is 8 Cousins by Louisa May Alcott. And the reason I remember it is because it was a long time ago. I read it 8 times.
It's very important to learn how to read a book for education and enjoyment.
To me, reading a book makes me understand the world better.
My name is Nick, and this is Oliver, and I work for the United Way. In the morning, in the night, or any time of day, our time together reading books is one of our favorite games to play. Whether talking to the moon, counting monsters, or climbing a tree limb, Oliver's favorite reading adventures have characters that look like him. Thanks to Book Harvest and their team for making their vision true, a vision where no matter if you're white or black, brown or green, red, purple, or blue, you have a book or many books with people that look like you. 1.4 million books and counting, Book Harvest is up to the task, but there is much more work to do, and the United Way of the Greater Triangle has surely got your back. Happy 10-year anniversary, and cheers to many more, my friends. Nothing rhymes with anniversary, so this is where my story ends.
And now let's hear from one of our generous Dream Big sponsors, Larry with Mebane Foundation.
Hey, I'm Larry Coburn with the Mebane Foundation. We support Dream Big, and I'm just so glad to be here. We love the work that Book Harvest does, and really appreciate all the things Ginger and her fine staff do. Just so happy to be here and wishing the best of luck today.
I'm Brendan, and today I'm joined by Ryan and Hannah, a sponsor of Dream Big 2021. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us, Brandon.
My first question, can you tell us a little about your company and your product?
Our company is called Nugget, and also we really make one thing right now, and it's also called the Nugget. And it's a couch, and it's also a toy, and you can take it apart and build whatever you want with it. You can build a castle, spaceship, a slide, a rocket ship, all kinds of things. And yeah, it's really part toy, part furniture, and we've never seen anybody do that before, so that's why we made it.
And why is Nugget chosen to sponsor Dream Big 2021 and support Book Harvest's overall mission?
Well, we have personal connection to Book Harvest. We started out of Durham, and I taught in an East Durham school called Marine Joy Charter School, taught 3rd and 4th grade. And my students, they always had Book Harvest books in their book bags, and they loved being able to take home those books and for those books to be theirs. And so we have kind of just like a special place in our heart for Book Harvest. And so when there was an opportunity for us to be giving back, we were really excited to choose Book Harvest.
Thank you again for supporting Book Harvest, and thanks for your time today.
And now I present a look back at Dream Bigs of the past. Takes me back, knowing Big is such a beloved community event.
It's so much fun. What do you say we head to Central Park now?
Yes, let's go. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Okay, babe, one more time.
Great job. Okay. Noise pollution.
So wait, starting from where the hellos?
Hey, bud, we gotta put this here, okay?
And now, wait, it says now. 10. That's the number of book drives that were made for...
Okay, try it again. Good.
Not even a decade old, I'm only 9.
When do we actually do that opening credit thing?